Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I wanted to film a video and talk about my reading journey. Oh my god, I look so short. I wanted to talk about my reading journey in 2023 and what I liked and what I didn't like. The problem is, if you are a subscriber of mine, you know that I haven't posted anything in a few weeks. And the reason is because I'm not reading. Like, nothing has interested me throughout this year. Like, I had so many plans. I started so many vlogs, like a Halloween vlog, I don't know, thriller vlog, mystery vlog, but because nothing was enticing or fascinating enough for me, I didn't continue the vlogs. I thought it's just boring. I changed because I feel like the light is better. I just came 2 steps to the right and I think the light is better. So anyways, it's like in most of my vlogs you could see me losing interest and DNFing so many books. I couldn't even give recommendations because like I'm not reading. What could I ever recommend? And whatever I have read, I have already recommended. So it like 2023, like, I have seen people on Instagram just talking about books, dark romance books. I use quotations because in my opinion most of them, they're not dark, they're just smart. Okay, I've been talking about it and people have had many good reads for them, but that was not the case for me. 2023 was, I think, the worst reading year yet. Anyways, let's talk about my favorite books, although they are few, but let's talk about them in 2023. I have read 48 books this year and I finished the last one last night, and oh my god, we are going to talk about it. But I just want to say that I am very disappointed in reading because, like, my prominent readings are novels, dark romance books, and I have read 2, 3, maybe 3 good dark romance books that have put me in a reading slump because the others were just repetitive or just not interesting and just BS, to be honest. And because of the reading slump, I couldn't read other genres. So I am just so disappointed in authors not trying their best. Like, I remember back a few years ago when I searched for one book, 100 books, not 100, that's an exaggeration, but so many books would show up and all of them were different and all of them were good in their own way. But right now it's just like Hunting Adeline has dominated the world and everybody tries to be like that. I have not read Hunting Adeline because I'm not good with hyped up books and hyped up anything, and it's tiring seeing everybody repeating each other, and it's boring and it's predictable and it's not as edgy as it used to be. And that's what I loved about dark romance books. Like, they were edgy, they were different, they pushed the limits. But right now they don't, or like they try to push the limits, but it's just about the smut, it's not about the cool important stuff. So the first book that made me hopeful for the start of this year was and then There Were None by Agatha Christie. I talked about this book before. It's a mystery, it's a thriller, it's about 10 very different people that are invited by the same person in an Ireland for a holiday, and it's basically free, and they were like, yeah, why not, let's go have fun in this disordered island where everything is so dreamy and beautiful. And then interesting things start to happen, and this was a very good book. And I have not seen the show yet, but I believe it's a good one, and I really recommend this book if you're into thriller and stuff. Then I read The Love of My Next Life, which was a very good read. As I said, these are the books that really made me hopeful for this year, but that's not what it ended up happening. The Love of My Next Life was a very not different, but like at the beginning you think you know what's going to happen, but it changes, and I love that about this book. And I think it's a really good read. It has some triggers, but I wouldn't call it a dark romance book compared to other things that I have read. But this is one of the books, duets, that I really liked. The next one that I really liked, but I haven't read the second book yet. I don't know what's holding me back, but it's Almost Him. I have talked about this book before. I really, really, really like this book. Again, as I said, it's one of those books that tricks you and you think you know what's going to happen. But it doesn't. It completely changes. So it's about two kids, a girl and a boy, and they are best friends, and they are in love, and they want to be in a relationship, but like their life drifts them apart, and they kind of go their separate ways. And the boy has a twin, okay, and the twin is also in love with the girl, but the girl has always been in love with the boy, and so they drift apart. They find their ways back to each other, and they want to get married, and something happens, and everything just changes after that. And it's so beautiful, but I don't know what I am a little bit scared, because at the end of the first book something happens, and so I don't know. I will read it this year, probably 2024. Then I found this series that at first I really liked, Playing Dirty. I really liked it at first, but I just stopped reading. I don't know why, but it's very short and you can finish it very quickly, but yeah, I don't know what's holding me back. And I read The Summer I Turned Pretty, book 1 and 2, and I made a whole vlog about it and comparing the show with the book, and I have not released it yet because I'm insecure. But I will upload it maybe next week. It has been long enough and I have questioned myself enough, but it's time for me to just upload the video. It was the best book to read in summer. All the characters were not likable. I have expressed all my feelings in the vlog, which I will upload, hopefully. Then I read one of the books that was recommended by one of my favorite booktubers, Torment, and I'm not going to say it was a good experience, but it definitely was a different one. And I have not finished the second book yet because it's hard to go through. If you have read it, you know what I'm talking about. It's very hard to get through. And I know so many people love Shane, and like, I'm questioning that. You know, I love reading dark romance books because you can love toxic characters, but Shane is a whole other level. When I finish the second book, I'm going to make a video and talk about this book because I have so many things in my heart that I want to get out. But like, loved the atmosphere and stuff, but like, I don't know. Then I read Untouchable, which was one of the very good books that put me in a reading slump, but also got me into what I love. Like, I remembered why I love dark romance books, and that's how I started reading, oh my god, two of my favorite books of all the time. So the first one is The Predator. It's a duet. It's a series, but the first two books are about one couple and the others are about different couples. And I just read the first two books because I was in love with the main character. What was it? Tristan Kane, yeah. Oh my god. This was a true mafia romance, full of action, full of mystery. I cannot express my love for Tristan Kane. Such a good character. Oh my god. If you want to do a dark, mysterious, like, villain, this is the guy that you are going to write. The others, like Hunting Adeline, as I said, I haven't read the book, and I'm probably not going to, and I don't want to judge, but like, I don't know, it's like when somebody talks a lot and like they just try to put a very tough front, and you know in the inside they are just nothing. And I think that's Zaid. If you love Hunting Adeline, I'm so sorry, I don't want to be rude, but like Tristan Kane, like he's this quiet, moody villain that is capable of so many things, but he just doesn't brag about it. But by bragging, I think I mean like the hype. So and then I read one of my favorite dark romance books of all the time by, I cannot even pronounce her name, but this author is new and she is amazing. I wish I was a solid booktuber that had a following so I could just recommend her books and to help her grow, because she is amazing. Insatiable, and I finished Voracious last night. And how can I describe? I cannot say anything because I will spoil the story. But when I finished the second book, I couldn't stop myself. I went to her Instagram DM and I typed my heart out. I said how much I loved this book and how much it was different and unique, and she just needs to write. And I just told her that I wish you don't end up like the other authors that are my favorite, but right now I just can't read their books because they are just predictable and repetitive, but you are not. So continue, please. This book is full of everything. It's just I don't know, I want to say more, but I also don't, because you should read it to understand what I mean. Everything that makes a dark romance book good is in this book. The main character, Cade Michels, is the son of a well-known serial killer, and like his father is a psychopath, and he has inherited some of those traits, but he's very worried because he doesn't want to be like his father. He doesn't want people to judge him and think that he's off the wall and he will hurt people, because he's not that kind of kid. But at the same time, he is struggling with emotions. And then he falls for his sister's best friend, and you think you know where the story is going, but you don't. So much happens in this book, and I was so nervous, and I am so nervous. It ended up in a cliffhanger, and I think the third book comes in March or April, and I can't wait. I can't wait, and I am so nervous. I don't want it to end in a bad way. I am so worried for Cade and Stacy, and this is amazing. Please go read this book so we can talk about it. Please, please, please. One of my friends read the first book, and when I finished last night, I texted her and I said, hey, the second book is out. You should read it. And she was like, just tell me Cade is alive. And I was like, he's alive, but just go read, because I need somebody to talk to about this. Very underrated series, and I think I'm going to love reading books from this author. I have read another book from her that I DNF'd because it just wasn't my cup of tea. She just really leaned into the taboo side of the book, and that's not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is in Insatiable, and it's just amazing. Oh my god, I cannot. The third book needs to come out, and I need to read it, and I need to make a vlog and talk about every detail of this book with you. Anyways, that was my 2023 best of 2023. And I know it's not a lot. I know it's embarrassing how little I read. But I want to set some goals for 2024. We are going to talk about it when, like, the Goodreads, you know, it's like Spotify Wrap. Goodreads gives you like a summary of what you read, how many stars did you give, and like this kind of stuff. And then I will talk to you about my Goodreads of 2023, and then I will talk to you about my goals. I'm going to do some good stuff next year, I promise you. These are my best of 2023. And you know, what was your favorite book of 2023? Did you find your all-time favorite books like I did? Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry I was absent. My exams are closed, so I'm not going to be able to upload a lot of videos for a while, but after that I will. I have so many good plans. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I hope 2024 is a very good start for everybody, and reading wise, life wise, money wise. And yeah, I will see you soon, my loves. Take care and Happy New Year.